What's up, guys? Welcome back to Zero Designs. So, this week I got a two-part episode for you. Part 1 is today, part 2 will come out next Sunday. We are going to be working on a very profitable, yet pretty cheap to make, really easy to make, only takes maybe a weekend depending on dry times and whatnot. So, I love these projects. I was going to do this in one episode, but once I got to editing, I realized it was going to be like an hour-long episode, and I realized that you guys don't have that kind of time to dedicate to my channel. So we're going to split it up into 2 parts, and this is part 1. So, as a woodworker, I am not a professional. I am a woodworker hobbyist. I have a full-time regular job. I do this on the side just for a little extra income. But my hobby is self-sufficient. It does not cost the house account or the family any money. And one of the things that I try to do is I try to have a stockpile of quick, easy, cheap, affordable, however you want to word it, projects that sell really fast at like a vendor show or a flea market or a craft fair. And today I'm going to show you how I do one of them, or 2 of them, I'm sorry. So, in the freight industry, which if you don't know, I am a local pickup and delivery driver. A lot of my customers know that I'm into woodworking. So I get 2x4s and pallet wood every day I'm at work. I have a Jeep full of wood right now that a customer gave me. So what I like to do is I like to take these 2x4s, and what I do is I clean them up a little bit. I'll run them through the planer like once on both sides, and then I glue them together, which basically will make you like a 4x4. So that's what we're gonna do, and I will see you guys back at the workbench in just a moment. Alright guys, so now that we have our one side cut flush from the saw, now we can feed it through the planer and it'll give us a good smooth side on the other end. I ran it through the planer and I glued them together. This one, it's dried enough to where we can use it on the video, but not really enough to where I'm going to start like working with this piece. But as you can see, that is 2 2x4s glued together, and then I planed all 4 sides. Now we're going to use this to make a couple projects out of. I have measured 12 inches in on another piece, and we're going to make a line right there, and we're going to cut this, and this is going to be a succulent garden planter. That was the name of the plant I couldn't think of. I asked the wife. Alright guys, so now that we have our 4x4s cut to the desired length, what we're going to do is we're going to sand it all down, clean it all up, and then we are going to drill 1.5 inch holes. You can either preferably use a Forstner bit, but if you're like me, I don't have a Forstner bit. I was just at the hardware store. 1.5 Forstner bit was like $27, and I'm not paying that for this project. So I just got a paddle bit, or whatever you call them. Yeah, wood boring bit. So that's what we're going to do, is we're going to drill 3 holes, evenly spaced, and then we're going to set this on fire. So let's get to doing that. So now that it's sanded, what you're going to do is you're going to run a straight line down the middle. You're going to take your tape measure, you're going to lay it out, And for this one, it's going to be, I forgot the name of the plant again. So I'm going to make a mark at 2, 6, and 10. Now we're going to bore out our hole. All right, now, once you have your hole bored out to your desired depth, what I like to do is I take my pencil, I just make a line on your bit, even with where it was. I don't know if you can see that. There's a line like right there. So now we're just gonna keep going. Alright guys, now our holes are drilled out. So the next step is we're going to grab a little bit of sandpaper. We're going to clean up the rim and the inside a little bit. If you're using a Forstner bit, you're going to have far less sanding at this part because they cut so much cleaner. Using the paddle bit, it just destroys the inside of the wood. The holes turned out really nice. They're nice and centered and they're clean looking, but they do need some sanding. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to play with some fire. So let's do that.
Love you.
Love you. Was it?
Yeah, I took the garbage out.
Oh. So everybody say hi, Jasmine.
I didn't know you were filming.
Not editing that out. Alright guys, once you have your holes sanded up a little bit, it's not crazy how in-depth you have to go with it. You can do it as much or as little as you want, because when we come back with the bristles, after we burn it, it's going to take so much material off, it's not going to matter. So let's get the big torch hooked up for this one, and let's get it burnt. So now we have that 3-hole planter box. It's been gator burnt, gator skin burnt, however you want to call it, the char. And we are going to take some of these flap wheels here. I got these at Ace Hardware. The blue is a little bit softer and the red is super, super tough. So we are actually going to start with the red. Now, a little bit of a warning. This is incredibly dirty, incredibly messy, and you're gonna ruin probably whatever you're wearing. That's why in my videos you typically see me either wearing this flannel or my other one. They're both hanging in my shop. It's what I put on when I come out here, because this stuff is just it's nasty. So here's the red flap wheel. I did find a couple good ones on Amazon as well, but these two, they come in a pack. Like I said, I got them at Ace Hardware. I think they were like $6. I know earlier in the video I was talking about showing you guys exactly what Shushugiban was. I thought about it a little bit. I'm not going to go too far in depth with the whole process. Jody over at Inspired Woodworks. He's so knowledgeable about it that I can't explain it any better than him. I'm gonna link his video, probably like right here, to show you guys about Shishugiban a little bit more in depth. But essentially, what you do is you burn it to a crisp, and then you come back in and you sand it. And what it does is, rather than the softwood burning and the hardwood not burning, when you typically burn a piece of wood, this does the opposite effect. I really enjoy doing it. I'm still learning a lot about it though. So again, if you want to learn like the in-depth side of it, head over to Inspired Woodwork, or I think it's Inspired Woodcraft. And Jody over there, he can show you everything. But this is kind of a very quick lesson on it. Alright guys, so there it is afterwards. It looks very, very nice. So what we're going to do now is we are going to stain this after we... some more wiping up I got to do. It's still leaving a little residue. So I'm going to get a damp rag. We're going to wipe it all down, and then we're going to stain it. Alright guys, so now that the it's been cleaned up real nice, what we're going to do is we are going to stain it whatever color you want. I got this vintage aqua. My wife loves it, so that's what we're going to make this one. And after that, we're going to put in the, what are those things called again? I just asked my wife, like, honestly, an hour ago what they were called. Succulents. Succulent gardens. So we're going to put the succulent plants in here and finish it all up. So let's get started with staining. So right before I started filming the staining portion of this, I realized that I was completely out of foam brushes. If you follow me over on Instagram, you know that I've been sick for like the past 2, almost 3 weeks, and I haven't been out here, so they just kind of fell through the cracks on things I needed to pick up. So we are going to use paper towel. So what I like to do is after the first coat is applied, I like to look at it, and from there I kind of decide which is going to be the face. The first coat with a Shishugiban, the colors don't really come through that well, but you can get an idea. So like this side's really just, it's boring. It's just straight lines. But this side's got some real nice grain to it. So we're going to focus most on this side, because typically this is going to be up against a wall or a bookshelf or whatever. So we're going to really try to get as much color into the grain on this side. Alright guys, so now that it's dry, what I do is I take these little succulent plastic plants from the dollar store, and I just pull the plant out. It leaves behind this little stem. And then what you do is you take your drill with a drill bit similar size to this, and you drill out the center of the holes we drilled earlier. Now that our holes are drilled, what we're going to do is we're going to take the arrangements of plants that we want. I thought that little bamboo one was going to work, but it didn't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get another green one like this. So I'm going to put the purple one in the middle, and then the 2 greens are going to go on the side. So I'm going to put some glue down into that hole. And place the plant. Just like that, guys, you have a succulent garden that is going to look great. It's actually going to be this way. So there it is, just like that. Alright guys, I appreciate you checking out this video. I have not had the chance to run to the store and grab that other green plant yet, but I will. Building these are a lot of fun. It's quick, it's easy. Everybody loves them. They fly off your table at a vendor show or a craft show. You know, you don't have to do the 2x4s, but like I said earlier in the video, I get them for free, and it works. You can use a 4x4 if you have some of them too. But I mean, all in all, this project cost me like $6 once you factor in everything it is. You throw it out on a vendor table for 10-15 bucks, and they just fly, and that's just straight continuous profit. So I really appreciate it. As always, don't forget to hit the subscribe button over here and check out my latest build videos over here. Part 2 of this video will come out in 1 week, but you don't have to wait a week to see me. You only gotta wait 2 days, because Quick Tip Tuesday will also be coming out. So as always guys, I'm Zach with Zebra Designs. Let's get to work.